right. Back from another break. Old Bones, Grim Tales. The party has all made contingency plans in a way. And
Calypso.
have
I'm
went
lit. I just want to know what's happening
to
to
sleep.
me.
You're right. So, the morning comes. You wake. You all meet in the little the family room in the loft. Early, about 6 a.m. Izzy's sleeping. The bar is empty. What would you guys like to do?
It better be at 6 a.m.
Do I see Three-Eyed Jacks anywhere?
You gonna go looking around?
Yeah.
Going looking around, it looks like he's gone.
Can I read my note?
Oh, yeah, we got a note.
Do you all look at the note?
Yeah.
This one's much shorter than the rest. It's still signed by a whisper on the wind. And all it says is, I await your arrival in Pitchwall.
Well, that's simple then. Here that is.
I go to Three-Eyed Jacks. Is it Three-Eyed Jacks' office open or is it closed?
You were just looking downstairs. Do you want to go to the basement?
Yeah.
If you go to the basement, then you do find Three-Eyed Jacks, yes. He just wasn't upstairs. He seems to be locking up his office. Tiredly. Morning, Rannar. Just about to head out. Anything I can do for you?
Depending on how long we're gone, there's something I'd like, if you would, please. I know I'm already asking a lot of you.
Hey, add it to the list, my friend.
There's I don't know how much it would take, but if you could add something to my shop.
Renovation? Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do?
Extra storage space, so to speak.
I can have my druids work on that.
And I start drawing what appears, and I just write compartment.
Okay.
And it's like this whole extra room.
Uh-huh. Okay. I can have that done for you by the time you get back, probably. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah. So you kind of do a little blueprint for him. Hand it over. Yeah, I can do that. Not a problem. I'll have the druids do it. No cost on you, man. Just called a favor.
Thank you, Three-Eyed Jacks.
Y'all heading out this morning?
Yep.
And he looks down at his watch. Next train to Pitchwall leaves about 7 a.m. I want to hurry.
We actually have a train to catch this time.
You mean we don't get to chase somebody?
You mean we're not running for our lives?
Telepathically. Bing! All right. We flying?
That's
Good.
also an option. Yeah.
We're good.
Not to Pitchwall, to the train.
Yeah, the train.
Train will be fast. And less dangerous.
So what are we gonna do? Turn into...
Crows?
You could do it in
Stuff.
here and then go out. Yeah.
There's crow holes on the second floor.
Yeah. We had those installed.
Crow holes. Does everybody meet on the second floor? Everybody packed their stuff?
I want to check and make sure nobody's watching. Isabella, especially.
Izzy is sleeping. You can hear her softly snoring in the next room as Rannar comes out and shuts the door.
All right.
Looking about the place, you guys don't see anybody.
Crows, assemble.
And you guys, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers style, into your crow forms. Assemble into a GoBot or whatever it is.
Mecha Crow.
And you fly out your crow holes into the morning air.
Yeah, I put crow holes in there.
Oh no! I thought of a really awesome thing right now.
Okay.
But I know it'll never happen.
Say it.
I was like, wouldn't it be really cool if we could all actually like turn into like a one big crow?
A conglomeration.
Yeah, like a
And
big
we fight over the controls.
a big four-eyed,
No, right. Oh, God.
like a big four-eyed crow. Just
Thanks for giving me ideas. All right. You guys go out your crow
Draw
holes.
attention.
You go flying off toward the platform, eventually coming to that alley where you were chasing Gentry Ferris. You all were. You turn back into your normal forms. You've got your packs. You can see the busy platform steps heading up to the train.
I look around and go, I miss it when days were simpler.
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all.
How about you use that silver tongue of yours to get us free passage onto the train?
I think that's wrong.
You guys go walking up the steps.
I think that's wrong.
You see the little ticket stations. What do you
It's
guys
wrong.
do?
I paid
for
my ticket.
I pay for my
You
ticket.
go up. You hit each. It's a platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys.
Come on.
It's just a platinum.
Just platinum.
You all hand over platinum. You're given a ticket.
It's just 10 gold.
This is a 6-car speed train. Which one do y'all go to? The one least occupied?
Yeah.
One in the
Yes.
back, more than likely.
Heading toward the back. You all file in. You sit in the back. The door is shut, and the train begins to move. And what's interesting is you don't really feel it move. But it starts to go really fast. Going across the countryside, heading north. You guys are alone in this cabin, by the way.
Oh, this is cool. What?
You guys are alone in the cabin. No one else went back there with you. You're interestingly clad individuals. Adventurer-esque. And you were left alone.
I've got a tactical vest with 6 guns and 4 grenades.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody was like,
I just look like a
Nope.
dude with a cane.
Yeah.
A top hat
it's
walking
like you're
in the
escorting
train.
them.
Or a fedora
on,
walking in the
children.
train.
I've got like a leather vest on with 6 guns, like
Yeah.
literally just
It
on
looks
my...
like I'm
You're
just
like
some
fucking
pompous...
Neo from The Matrix when he walks into
You're
in the
telling us-
first movie. Walks into the fucking the agent occupied building.
Yeah.
I'm just like a
He's like-
pompous rich dude with a
Puts it
bunch of
through the metal
bodyguards.
detector, and he's like, "Yeah, that's you." Anyway, is there any conversation to be had on your trip to Pitchwall? It should take about 3.5 hours.
All right, so I guess here's our objectives. Find something powerful enough to beat the shit out of Velastara. Make sure she never fucks with us again. And then we go about our merry way with this whisper in the wind bullshit.
This whisper on the wind sounds like a Tethys.
Yeah. Who may have enough... Who do you think it is, then?
The letter said, I'll see you in Pitchwall. Who are we meeting in Pitchwall? We're meeting Tethys.
Who listened to the wind?
What do you mean, who listened to the wind?
As an example, I stole the tongue from somebody who listened to the wind.
You did.
Now, who had to speak the wind to be able to... I'm not talking to you!
She just abruptly stops.
Okay, Samsung.
She pulls her scarf back up around her mouth. Oh, you're talking to your phone? I'm sorry. I'm not talking to you. Your phone feels compelled not to listen to you.
This is what I'm talking about.
Okay, continue. Continue, guys.
I stole the tongue. Well, I took the tongue from someone who listened to it. They had to listen to what was coming from this tongue. Who does the tongue belong to? I'm putting the scarf over my mouth.
The Raven Queen? Right? That's what the...
The queen, yeah, the
Yeah.
Raven Queen
Yeah.
is the one who the
Don't
tongue
talk it.
belongs to.
I'm talking.
My question is, why are gods and giants and big people becoming interested in us? That's my question.
Because we're special.
I don't like this
Because
stuff.
he's associated with a goddess. She has a tongue that can tell anybody to do anything.
And you got 6 guns.
I didn't mean to.
I sprouted wings yesterday. For some fucking reason.
What,
Yeah,
you did?
right. What are you? You an angel of some
I missed that
sort?
part.
I'm Kalypso. That's what the gray man told me, is I'm Kalypso. Someone has a hand in my life, and I don't know who.
Well, maybe this whisper has all of our answers. Oh, we're gonna die. We could die. It could happen.
Well, I'm not planning on an early grave. I got my soul back like 3 weeks ago.
You did.
You
was
lost
less
yours
than-
yesterday.
Right?
Yeah, this whole sweating thing, it
It
sucks.
was like 2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Let's see how long we go without somebody losing their soul next time.
I'm still thinking that our Unforgiven might be a really good fallback plan.
We will do that if
So-
there's no other option.
Last resort. But question is, who do the Unforgiven follow?
The Unforgiven, as explained by Chance, is just some powerful entity. And the powerful entity up against a powerful entity may be our only option. That's why we're going to see a powerful entity in Pitchwall. We have no sway. We need help. Plus, we are ordered by the people who promised to kill us if we don't follow orders to go see him.
True.
Fade to black, train ride to Pitchwall.
Never been on a train.
Fear nods her head.
She just grunts from now on.
The train traveling north along Luriel Bay. And eventually, after a few hours, it begins to rise, and you can see ahead a glimpse of the city of Pitchwall, your guys' hometown. The buildings here are much older in design, it appears, something of centuries past in Vemhara. Black and gray smoke pools from the outskirts of the city rising into the sky, adding to the already thick haze. The streets on the outer edge of the city appear to be nothing more than gravel and wet mud. But as the train swoops into the center of the city, about to come to a rest on its platform, you can see that the middle of the city is far nicer. From the knowledge of Rannar, Zorka, Pitchwall is a smaller city with many working people led under the barony of Crossguard. The mines are big business in this area, as you guys know. And most of the people who live here are involved in some way with the business. The center of Pitchwall is where those who can afford the niceties of the recent world kind of lay their head. The Sooty Canary, you do know, lay toward the edge of Pitchwall in the east, in the district known as Tarar. So eventually it swoops in, comes to rest on its platform. Not as nice as Holland, but here you are. The doors open. You meet the very sooty air of Pitchwall.
On to the Slutty Canary.
Now, this is an industrial town.
It kind of is. It kind of is, and I think I have an industrial-like track for that.
Is it a track of 7 dwarves
Yeah.
working
Smells
together
like
in a
home,
mine?
brother.
Yeah, the coal mine dust. Ah,
Smells like home.
yep.
Pollution.
Pollution. Yes, exactly.
You're right.
A lot of pollution.
Good thing I'm not playing a druid right now. I'd be pissed.
So what do you guys want to do?
Well, hate to say it, the only thing and worth noting in this town is the mine and the tavern. So,
Yeah, there's the mines,
yeah.
which are the Zahara family mines.
Yeah.
At least you get that idea from the signs you're seeing.
Yeah.
There's the Sooty Canary, which is kind of the working classes inn.
Yeah.
Then the other place that you guys remember would be Dustin's General Store. That's about it. Dustin was a young lad that opened up a store on the outskirts of the city, kind of for the working class. Sells a little bit of everything general-wise.
Yeah.
He's probably much older by now if he's still in business. So, but yeah, there's not much to it. So what would you guys like to do?
Straight to it then.
It's time to go home.
You
Lead
guys
the way.
start walking through the city, led by Rannar and Zorka. This place stinks. You hear in your mind. You sure you just don't want to come back? Maybe slit that fear's throat, grab her tongue, and come back to me?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Who you
a
talking to,
brave
Zorka?
Man, Zorka. A brave man.
Oh, just the voices in my head.
You're a concerning fella, you know.
Yeah. I get that. I get that a lot.
You guys continue to walk. There are people staring as you walk by. You know, you guys are kind of clean and
We're not covered in soot.
not covered in soot as you guys start heading out to the Terrar district. Start slopping through the gravel and the mud, getting a little dirty. But yeah, lots of people are pointing at you and running off, and people are talking, and they don't, you know, you don't know why, but they are.
I forgot how busybody this place was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you would suggest, what would be a cool place to look around?
Well, you guys are headed to the Canary.
Yeah, our objective is the Canary, and we are en route.
So, you see it in the distance, guys. That 2-story inn. A little bit more ran down now. Seems to be quiet. Not a lot of people around it currently. It's about noonish, which is odd. Figured that the Canary would be open for lunch for those coming out to take their lunch break. But it looks dark as you get closer. Doors open.
Looks like our friend's already here.
Mm-hmm.
I pull my gun out. I pull one gun out.
Okay. You pull one gun out. What do you guys do?
I'll do the honors.
You go walking in?
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, the inn is empty, other than what appears to be the bartender, who looks very nervous and is busy cleaning glasses. Near the hearth stands a tall elven man, in a dark cloak, though. He leans on the wall, a lit pipe in his hand. And as I said, this place is eerily quiet as you guys shuffle in.
Once everybody gets in,
Yeah.
I close the door.
You close the door. Tell my stepbrother I said hi. And you hear in your mind, hello, sister.
Oh,
Why are you saying that?
there's a conversation going on in my head.
Who?
The dark elven man takes a long draw from his pipe, then takes it and bats it against the table and puts it in his cloak. Just kind of taking you guys in. There's a energy about him. A fear. You can't be feared, but even you have a tinge of fear
Well,
from this man.
I can be feared, but I can use an action to get out of being feared.
Yeah. He's got an intimidating presence about him.
Well,
Gestures to the table.
I go sit down.
I don't feel compelled to do so, but I shall.
That is true. You don't feel compelled to do so.
She hasn't said anything yet.
As you all sit, the man pulls out his chair and elegantly does so as well.
I did ask you something.
What'd you say?
Beforehand, I asked him who he was talking to.
Oh.
Oh,
He was doing it in his mind.
yeah.
So.
And he did answer you.
Yeah, I said there's a conversation going on in my head.
I said who?
Yeah, I guess the other guy.
The figure's just taking you all in.
Well,
Leans back.
we're here.
As you are. Snaps his fingers. You feel a warmth around your mouth. Fear. And as you reach up, your lips are gone. Now that that's out of the way, it's nice to meet you all finally.
What happened to her?
I don't want my mother's toys coming into play.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Use your mind. Use your mind. You can still use that.
I am here on the behalf of a mutual benefactor of you all. No guesses?
Raven Queen?
Who?
The whisper on the wind.
Looks like one brother's smarter than the other. A whisper.
It's close. No cigar.
My name is Tethys. I'm the leader of the Brands of Preservation. As you have already heard, we have segregated ourselves from the crows. And I have left my sibling behind in Maribel. Our brother returns. And in doing so, he extends an offer to you four. Why? I don't know. And I'm curious as one of the likes of you could come into a gift that was bestowed to me and stolen by one of my older siblings.
That'll be one of those guys' answers. I was gone with Velstara.
Yeah, tell my sister I said hi.
I really don't want to tell her to say hi.
I will ask only once. Throw off the brand of the crow and join the Brands of Preservation.
This or
There's a slight issue with that.
That being,
They know of our families, of our loved ones, of us.
so do I. You worried of protection for your family? It's not an issue. Believe me, I would not be here personally unless it was of utmost importance, and for some reason you four mortals have been chosen by someone. But crows, I will not have crows under my tutelage.
And what exactly are we going to be taught?
Many things. Our mutual benefactor is here. He is on a boat awaiting your arrival. You are leaving to go to the Dancing Isles.
Do I know what the Dancing Isles are?
It's a small set of islands on,
It was-
on L'Oreal Bay
it was
to
on
the
one-
south of this city.
Yeah, I'm the one that knows. Can this help with, my situation?
My sister?
Yeah.
Depends on your answer.
If it's yes, then my answer is yes.
Maybe. I would have to speak with her. But I may be able to convince her. What does she want? What do you want, sister?
She wants to.
Mother's tongue, brother. That's not gonna happen, Velstara. Let him go. No, she says. Yes. Or I will contact Mother personally. And you hear a child like, fine. And then you feel a relief on your mind.
Damn, you got your soul back in the same episode. It took me 3.
I'm sorry, Tethys. You're a really scary guy. Really, but I can hug you right now if I could.
Don't hug me.
Okay, I won't. But thank you.
Now, I'm sorry, but my mind is clouded. There are others speaking to me. But he looks up and he refocuses. Our mutual benefactor is here. He's on the bay, in his ship awaiting your arrival. But as I said, as I have sided with him in the upcoming conflict, I will not allow crows under my tutelage. What is your answer?
Well, you had my answer already. I began to pull the thing
And he
off.
just waves toward you.
Mhm.
You feel a searing hot jab of force into your upper chest.
Oof, hurt.
Yes.
Again.
Isn't nobody
I have
gonna
one
ask
question for
questions
you,
about what
Tethys.
we're signing up
Do what?
for?
I have one question of you, Tethys.
Ask it.
Can chance be given a chance?
Your caretaker.
He has only been good to us. And he is very powerful.
You wish that he continues to be your caretaker.
If he joins.
He's a smart
Call Chance.
thing.
I know you can. One of you two.
I go, Chance.
You two can't anymore.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh.
Yeah, we lost that. We lost that little perk.
I can't talk.
She can't talk.
I actually make that noise to Chance.
And the door opens, and through necrotic energy, Chance comes walking in. My, Tethys. Chance. They wish that you come over and be their caretaker under the rightful watch of the Brands of Preservation. Do you accept? What? Really? I bring you into this world and you just leave it that quick?
Well, they have such a good insurance policy, and
Have you seen the 401k?
my word.
He saved my brother. I can't very much argue.
He did do that.
With what is coming, I will accept. But you all owe me. Fine, Tethys, do your thing. And you see a brand being blazoned into the mannequin's chest.
What's the brand look like?
A raven.
Oh, he said as he pulls up and shows me his bare skin.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see shit, Shawn. It didn't actually happen.
If only.
With that, then, Mrs. Sphere, Mr. Kalypso, and he waves his hand and your mouth becomes free. No funny business, or I will smite you into oblivion. No offense.
I'm
Do you
wearing a
agree?
Scarf.
A righteous brand?
What are the duties of this brand?
You will see,
Same as the crow?
to a higher extent,
Super assassins, then.
in a way.
I accept.
I was wondering if you kill my family. If you kill my family, if I do not consent.
You say, I was wondering if you killed my family?
If you would kill my family if I do not consent. I'm asking questions
I don't
instead
have
of
time to
ordering.
go around killing people's families, and that's not what I'm about. I transition those to the veil that deserve it.
I was wondering what side of the spectrum you were on.
If we're asking about what side of the coin I am on the coin that is closest to Stoneheart. So be it. And a raven is emblazoned into your chest. Similar powers, though not crow form, but raven. Your telepathy remains. Chance is your caretaker. I am done here.
You've done
Bows his head.
Enough.
Ask more
He begins to
questions.
fade into the shadows. Well, that was fun. It seems we're in Pitchwall, and I'm a righteous fucking brand now. Awesome.
I'm
Don't
free.
you feel
Is that
so
bad?
righteous?
Is that a bad thing?
I take off this
I
necklace.
was wondering if that was a bad thing.
Would you like me to get that back?
Yes.
I was wondering if it's a bad thing.
So it seems
Grimbones
you-
is still a crow.
Grimbones is still a crow. A low-ranking one. Not beholden to the ways that you were. Not at all. Are you asking if we should ask Mr. Grimbones if he wants to be a brand too?
I'm just saying that he doesn't have a chest to emblazon a raven on, but...
He has bones. Old bones.
And grim tails. But
I'm not done with
I don't
my
know how the
questions
crows
yet.
would take too kindly with us dealing with their primary weapon supplier.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to matter anymore. You will find out soon enough that things are turning. The coins have been flipped, and we are awaiting the results.
You guys didn't
I've
ask
just
any
been-
questions.
Hit with a ton of knowledge, and it seems like I must report into my new home. Enjoy your stay in Pitchwall, and have fun meeting this
Wait.
Whisper.
So we're brands now. How does the do we still get the one contract a year that we can submit?
No.
I
No.
will find out for you if you like.
Okay. That'd be great.
The process was a lot less excruciating than the one turning into a crow.
To make it simple, the crows escort those of the living mortals to their deaths that are deserving. The brands take those of higher powers to their resting place.
Super.
Welcome to the
assassins.
big leagues. Here we go.
We just
See you
went through 2
later.
promotions in one day.
Yeah.
Chance goes walking out into the necrotic field.
I think we have a lot more questions we
Well,
should have
As
asked.
you guys are sitting around the table,
We got a ship to go to.
Where did the bartender go? Did he stand there?
the bartender is standing up groggily. It looks to be a woman, wearing a dirty apron.
Was she asleep?
She's got short black hair, but she seemed to have been sleeping, like passed out, and she's gotten up and she's kind of wiping her eyes. But as you guys are sitting around the table, the doors fling open, and a tall tabaxi man comes walking in, kind of pudgy. His right ear, part of it, seems to be missing. Why in the hell is there no patrons in here, young lady? Jane, what in the fuck are you doing? He turns and he looks toward your table. Well, at least some people are drinking. Doesn't look like they're drinking. Wait a goddamn second. No way.
I step up
No way.
and I walk towards him, gun in hand.
Oh, okay, hold on. So you come just standing up, walking up with a gun? Okay. No whoa. Hey. Hey. Ain't no problem here. You look like you turned out just fine. Which one are you, Zorka or Rannar?
None of your fucking business. And I grab him by the shirt
Okay.
and I push him towards the fucking wall.
You take him, hey, and smack him up against the wall. His head hits. No bad blood, boy. About to
No.
make a big fucking enemy.
No bad blood.
You mad that your mom's dead? Get over it. Grow up.
You know what? You're right. Let's have a drink. I go over to the bartender. Can we get a couple glasses of beer?
Shakily, she starts grabbing beer from
I
the
grab
cask.
a poison from my
sits up.
vial.
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
I was wondering what your name was.
Ah, that's cocked. Wait. Here's is that cocked or is that?
You can take the 14.
Okay.
It's high enough that him being up against the wall, he doesn't notice.
Yeah, 17.
But you take the 2 and you definitely pour one into it. You let him go?
Yeah.
Here,
Thanks. Zorka
Zorka.
starts to drink it. Now tell me, why y'all back in town? Looks like you've done well for yourselves.
Just some official business. That's all. You all right, friend?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, and he drops the glass. Yeah, I'm fine.
Zorka,
He takes a step forward.
what did you give him?
Don't
And
worry.
he grabs onto your shoulder. Yeah, what did you... Jane, what... And you start to see blood coming out from the eyes and the nose.
As he's doing that, I shut the door.
You shut the door. And the Jane is like sulking down. You hear a trap door clip up and then shut. He's bleeding out. He's coughing. He goes slumping down to his knees. He's just leaned back, just garbling.
So wait, I hear a trapdoor go out?
Yeah, she
Behind the
went
bar.
down.
Yeah, she's out of here. I don't blame her.
Shit, we need to get her.
No, we don't.
I'm not saying we need to kill her. I'm just saying we need to
As
grab
he
her.
is sitting here dying, you guys are having this back and forth, pretty calm conversation about whether or not you should go find Jane.
Here's the
And
thing:
he's just sitting
is
there,
I'm running to
Bleeding.
this door.
eventually into a pool of his own blood. You go running to the door. You hop over the
Jane,
bar.
come back.
You lift it up. It's just a hidey hole. She's hiding.
oh,
Jane, come back.
Okay, I'm back.
You're fine.
I want you to go in the hole and forget what you just saw.
Okay, I'm going back in the hole. She gets back in, closes it. I don't remember anything.
stay there just a moment. We're just cleaning up the bar for you.
I have the door closed. She doesn't know what happened.
up? Okay. I don't.
oh, so
What the fuck?
that was the guy who killed my mom. Killed our mom.
How? When? How? Exactly? Why? I have a lot of questions.
We can answer it later.
Y'all never divulged your backstory to me.
That's so true. We know nothing.
Oh, okay. Well,
We were the previous owners of this bar.
Okay.
Our mother, our father, and our brothers died, supposedly.
mm-hmm.
It was
So you're
left
not
to
sure?
me, Zorka, and our mom. However,
Does this mean you're unsure?
No, we're pretty sure that he was the guy behind our mother's death.
Shaking my head.
but
He stopped spasming at this point and is still.
I'm like picking him up, and I'm like, just like, all right. So where's the hidey hole? I remember there was another hidey hole somewhere.
From the
was-
shadows, Chance comes walking. Now, just because I'm your caretaker doesn't mean I do this every time. All right?
Uh-huh.
Walks over, takes the body, and just starts dragging it back toward the corner. We're not crows anymore. We do higher jobs in this. Consider this another name. You all get one upon entering the brands of preservation. That's your two's taken. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And into the shadows, this blood trail just going into it. The body disappears.
Anyway,
I'm gonna find him up.
Being a caretaker's hard work.
It is. You're doing a great job, Chance.
I'm like it, but our mom did not take the death of the rest of our family, so
This is such a dark moment and such a casual conversation.
I'm doing it like I'm taking a mop and I'm like cleaning as I'm
Just-
telling the story.
Yeah.
Well, they're crows. They've been killing for years now, so it's like
I know, man.
just another day in business, guys.
I just
got back to work.
I
It's
just,
a Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, Monday.
But anyway, our mom shacked up with that fucker.
So he's your stepdaddy.
And a
He's no-
half.
And stepdad in the sense of he kept her loaded up with so much drugs she doesn't know who she was anymore until the day she died. And then, lo and behold, he takes over control of the bar because she signed it up to him.
Saying
And
he poisoned your mother. It's a fitting end then.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
But
This is what happens
anyway,
when you let me get
I know.
one
he
poison.
took over the bar, kicked us out to work in a fucking factory. If it weren't for
The coal mines, actually.
Yeah, the coal mines.
coal mines,
Yep, until
Worse. No air conditioning.
Until your father's friend got to you and took you to Holland.
Yeah.
Took us to Holland, and that's how we became crows.
I was wondering if this is a thing that you wanted to do.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my daddy's been dead since I was about 12, so I don't have to worry about that nonsense.
But anyway,
Klondike Melvin was the dad's friend, by the way.
Melvin. Yeah.
but anyway,
Well, this is about cleaned up.
To the boat.
To the boat.
To the boat.
Boat.
I ain't got nothing for you people. I'm going to the boat.
When can I come out?
You can come out now.
Fear's standing on it.
I
Oh,
was.
Are you still standing on it? You have not said I moved yet.
I'll move off of the door and open it.
Yeah. She comes clambering up. Just kind of wide-eyed, not really knowing what to do.
I slide 10 platinum to her.
She looks at it, and that, like, fear goes away. Mm-hmm. I got you. We're cool.
And by the way, who can I go to for real estate purposes in this area anymore?
Zahara.
Who's Zahara?
He's the owner of the Sooty Canary. Probably be in any time.
Oh, she forgot.
Yeah.
That man. Well, y'all are technically the owners now then, aren't you?
If you want to go higher than that, you can talk to Barony Crossguard if you want. You looking to buy property in Pitchwall?
I'm looking to buy the Sooty Canary.
You'd have to talk to Zahara about that.
He's dead now, next to kin.
They don't know they're next to kin.
You are, technically.
No,
Technically.
he was to pass
That
away
is
or
on
something. It
paper.
goes to someone from his past, ex-girlfriend's kids. Something like that.
we're good.
Rename, rebrand, restock.
Were their names Zorka and Rannar Claring Blood?
Yeah, I think so.
That's who we are.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's getting old.
He is getting old.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, I got that feeling too.
Yeah.
Boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a boat to catch. Have a great day.
Oh, okay. Mind.
I'm like standing by the door. I'm
leave,
holding it
leave, the,
open.
leave,
Boat.
the, leave the door open on your way out. It's lunchtime.
It is lunchtime.
They should be coming.
Is the
Okay.
blood cleaned up yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He cleaned it up.
I asked
Deftly
for
mopped it up quickly.
I hand her another 10 platinum. Like, that's consider that payment for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Keep the
Pockets
ball running for us, would you?
No problem.
Your
20
drink was
platinum?
amazing.
Oh, thank you. I make a mean screwdriver.
I'm halfway to the boat.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
we'll
take
go.
walking off toward the docks?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Follow.
You
we
people
are.
just, I'm welcome. They can't come to the damn boat, they said. Go to the boat. We stand in the tavern for 6 hours instead of going to the boat. We're going to the
You
boat.
guys start walking through the streets. And eventually you notice that Chance is walking next to you. You don't know where Chance came from. And you read the paper. It seems that you're looking for the Cold-Fist Maiden. And apparently this individual, I'm being told a mutual benefactor, is awaiting your arrival.
Uh-huh.
You're going to the Dancing Isles. And I don't know in jack shit anything else.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you,
Thank
Chance.
you, Chance.
Most contracts. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah. This isn't really a contract. This is a meeting. And I have one to get to. See you later.
Yep.
Goes
Oh,
walking into
Chance,
the nearby.
Chance.
Yep. Just your caretaker here. Have a meeting to get to.
You just became a brand.
Yeah, it's busy times.
Check out the City Canary. See what you can find to do with it.
Not a problem. Apparently, the will goes to Rannar and Zorka Clearing Blood. Seeing as he is gone, it will be transferred over to you. No problem. I will make sure it is staffed and all that good stuff. This is what caretakers are for. Brands get paid a lot more, too. And I will not be as mean, I promise. You bunch of fuckers. And he goes walking off into the alley.
Love you too, Chance.
Yep, love you, bitches.
Correct.
Just disappears into the alleyway, into the darkness.
Chance seems a lot nicer, but a lot more
This is
sarcastic.
the most fucked up anime series ever.
You know, 5 minutes into
Poor
brands,
Mr.
we cut
Anime.
care.
This is
Okay.
awesome. You guys are heading to the docks, though?
Y'all didn't even let him talk. I was looking for some like teary-eyed, you motherfucking bitch, blow your brains out kind of confrontation.
No,
It was a lot more darker than that. It was so dark.
you gave an assassin poison. What do you expect?
I don't expect any less from you. But
You.
you start heading down to the docks. You see a small dwarven man walking around, older. There's a lot of laborers going back and forth between ships. Coalfist Maiden. That's what you're looking for.
Yes, Coldfist Maiden.
Yep.
Cold fist or cold fist?
Coal Fist. Like a coal town, Coal Fist.
Like I'm gonna hit that cold fist in my mouth. Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys just gonna take a gander around trying to look for the ship on your own?
Yeah.
Roll investigation check, whoever wants to.
Uh,
Multiple rolls is fine. Anybody wants to get in on it, no big deal.
Is there a wharf master?
You think so? The small dwarf that was yelling out orders.
hey, dwarf.
Yeah.
Coal master?
Coal master?
Yeah. Where?
I'm no coal master.
No, the boat.
Coal fist?
Cold fist, that one.
Hell yeah.
I
Thanks,
rolled
sir.
a 19.
Point 19. You've kind of there's one that's kind of backed into the bay, and it does say Coal Fist on the back of it. Coal Fist Maiden.
Tell everybody I'm on my way.
So you guys go walking down along the docks of the L'Oreal Bay, and you see the ship. It's a 3-sail ship, kind of bigger. What's interesting is there's no one aboard it. The little side planks down onto the wooden planks that go around it, but you don't see anybody coming or going. It's just kind of rocking in the bay.
Okay, let's get on the boat then, I guess. See if there's anybody up there.
Let's get on the boat.
Ahoy, matey. I yelled to the boat.
No reply.
You've never been on a boat, have you?
May we come aboard?
I'm walking up.
I'm walking up.
And the wind seems to pick up around the boat.
Is it
Fluttering
acceptable to
around
board your vessel?
Your ears, Calypso. And you just you feel it more than you actually hear words, but it is a come aboard.
Thank you, my lady. And I walk aboard the ship.
You guys all go walking up. It's abandoned on top. 3 sails, pristine condition. You don't see anybody on the top deck.
You only need to start asking permission before you just go barging onto barges.
That's fine.
Just because it's called a barge doesn't mean you need barge
This
in.
is not a vampire's house. We don't have to ask permission.
I don't think that's how vampires work.
You don't know how that works. You don't know what that means.
Neither do you.
You guys go walking toward the stairs that lead down on the side. And give me a marching order.
I want to go first.
He wants to go
I said I was going
Walking
there.
first.
I'll go second.
You want a second?
I'm going third.
Third?
I'll go last.
All right. You guys start
Third.
heading down, but Zorka, something catches your eye.
Yeah.
Back on the bow of the ship, you see a figure leaning up against it.
Hey, the bow, the ship,
Okay.
Which end is that?
the rear end. No, the front of the ship.
That's the stern.
Yeah, the front of the ship.
And you notice that the ship has begun to start moving.
Oh yeah, the ship's moving, guys. I'm gonna go up to the bow.
You go walking toward the figure. What you see is he appears human. He has dark brown hair, but the sides are shaved, and it's kind of combed over. He's got a thick beard. He's wearing a thick leather jacket, dark pants, dark boots, and he's got a long sword kind of jutting up from his back. It's got a golden hilt. It's got a chain dangling from it. You go walking up.
You captain of the ship?
I am. In a way. It's nice to finally meet you all.
Yeah.
He bows.
Okay.
I assume you've gotten all my letters?
Oh, you're the one. The whisper.
Oops.
I am a whisper on the wind. Rannar. Zorka.
Rannar. Zorka. Opposite.
Y'all look the same.
We do.
Fear. Kalypso.
Aye.
Head nods.
Reaches a hand out to each one of you. Very, very firm grasp. A touch of warmth there that you don't think is sweaty palms. Are we ready?
Ready as we'll ever be, I guess.
We're heading to the Dancing Isles. We're going to get something that I've lost. It seems like you've found one of them already. You mind returning that?
She's afraid to talk.
It's not as painful as the gray man made it seem. I promise. Come here, Fear.
What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm gonna step forward.
Open
Guys.
your mouth, Fear.
What do you say? Compatriots, not you. Not you.
I mean,
You too.
I don't think the greatest idea for you to have.
Not you.
Oh.
Not you.
Before, I know you do know quite a bit about us. That is true, but we know nothing about you. And this artifact is immeasurably powerful. I just want to know who it's going to try to preserve and protect those around us.
As you might have guessed, I'm one of the children. I'm the brother of Durin Stoneheart. In a way. I mean, you see, we come from different parents. Different times in Creatorum, you see. But I'm here now, and I do know much of each of you, as you are connected vastly over time and space. But I must insist that you give me Mother's Tongue. You do that, I
Give
will
it to him.
answer any questions that you have. Anything about your families, about Alexander and him being alive, about that woman that was thrown in that lake with you, how your mother's doing. Fine, by the way. And your sister.
I was given information about my sister.
And we will talk about that if you give me Mother's Tongue.
Why do you need it?
Because it does not belong in the hands of a mortal. That's why.
How can you prove who you are?
How do you want me to prove who I am? You watch as wings begin to sprout from his back. Slowly, but then quickly.
There's other people with wings in this party.
Divinely so, and his garb takes on a gold hue. I am one of the first, of a race called Azamar.
I've met 2 other people that say they can hear whispers on the wind.
I speak to many. I spoke to the Grey Man, spoke to Valistara, Tethys, Maribel, and my kin. But I am one of the first, one of Father's early designs, you see.
Ooh. Just wondering why you would speak to Valistara to kill me for this
I didn't
item.
tell her to kill you. I sent you a letter saying that I wanted a powerful item, powerful mind magic item, and you found it. I'm sorry that it led to the death of the Grey Man, and I'm sorry that it almost led to your death. Though believe me, things are repetitive in life, and we all are connected through one way or the other.
The Grey Man didn't seem to like you very much.
I don't blame him. If you were stuck underground, worshipping the goddess Valistara with long life for so long, eventually you lose a sense of direction.
I think you should give him the tongue.
You see, my brother and I don't get along very well currently. I was cast out for a time
Why?
because he was angry,
For?
and he's siding with other
With?
people,
Who?
the others of my kin.
Explain.
Tethys, Rain, and once Maribel. So many.
Why does Maribel not agree with you now?
Because she is more of Maribel than she is Falling Rock. That is why. And she does not want to relinquish an item that is mine.
Would this be a special item to her?
It would.
Would it happen to do with a box?
That it would.
Do I know anything about that?
No.
Am I allowed to ask that?
No. You will damage the world if you continue to walk around with that in your mouth. If you would like, and he sits up,
He
he sits
already
up
had his
on
idea,
the
so did you
railing,
too?
and he crosses his arms. The wings go back in. If you would like to ask me more questions before you hand it over, that's fine.
Do you have anything I haven't heard already from about my sister? Do you have anything at all that would help me as far as my sister?
Other than the fact she's passed on into the veil? You wanting to know who killed her?
I already know that.
No, you don't.
Was it a lie?
It wasn't a lie. You just don't know the actual hand.
Would you be able to assist?
How long has it been since your sister's died? Months?
I'd say it's been close to a year at this point. It's been a while.
I'm sorry, time eludes me as I go from place to place.
It's been a while.
It was an initiation. One of the brands of crows, I'm groggy on which, I'm sure the Grey Man told you, passed on the order to eliminate one that had a gift. And the wrong one was chosen, your sister. And I apologize for that. The one that gave the order was none other than your friend Three-Eyed Jax.
I know that.
He gave the order, but if you want to know who actually did it, hand over the tongue and I'll tell you. You have my word.
I mean, I'm already ready for Three-Eyed Jack. I mean, he ain't getting my
This comes
buddy.
as a shock to the other three in the party that hasn't heard this yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
Do
guys
keep
should
in
know. He's
mind-
horrible.
as you guys all look shocked.
I told you there was something wrong with him in the beginning.
Jamfyr.
Bar, bad idea.
Listen to me. You can't keep that tongue in your mouth.
I know.
Give him the tongue.
I will heal you after. I promise.
Do you have only good intentions?
Do I only have good intentions? I do. I come to free this world.
Do you wish to do harm with this tongue?
No.
You're a god. Whatever I say doesn't matter anyway.
I am not much dissimilar to yourselves currently. I am a shell of my former self.
Jamfyr.
I have so many questions, though. How do I
will
know if he's
continue
telling
to
me the
ask
truth?
your questions. I will continue to answer your questions.
There are these things called insight checks you
Yes
can
or
make
no?
in D&D.
Would you like
Yes,
a
give
moment?
him the tongue.
Would you like a moment?
I'm listening to them.
Give him the tongue. I've only told you 14 times.
Was waiting for him to tell me yes.
Give him the tongue. There's
I'm
nothing.
mad at you. Okay.
Open your mouth, Fear. You might want to summon that inner rage for a moment. This is gonna hurt.
I slap Jamfyr.
Like, yeah, he's coming up to like grab and you just smack her across the face. Her eyes go bright red as she
You.
goes into a rage. You turn back, mouth open.
From growling.
Reaches in,
You.
pulls out, and you guys see for the first time the shriveled mother's tongue. And with a flash, a blade comes across it, immense pain, followed by warmth healing. As for a moment you feel, hey, I don't have a fucking tongue anymore. But then quickly it grows back.
I am also assisting in the healing.
That is fine. He does it, but he's looking at it, and he just kind of waved his hand, and she began to heal. You finish her up, and he takes it, and he puts it into his mouth. That's better. Along with Father's sword, this will do great things. And he pats the sword on his back. We head to the Dancing Isles to find another item. I want you with me for this.
Once again, we're compelled.
You're not compelled. I'm not using the magic of Mother's Tongue currently.
Wait, I could have stopped that this whole time?
You couldn't have, but I can. Watch. Sit down. You don't feel compelled to sit down. Sit down. And you sit down. See? That easy. You can stand.
Like I
You can
sat
stand.
on a nail.
There's a vial of a design that my uncle made. Have you heard of the relics of the children of the gods?
Right, I know of them. I know of your father's sword. You have that. You have the mother's tongue, the sunlight spear, Zelmanom's wrath, angel's bracers, the music box, and the Solaris barriers, braces.
The Solace Barrier?
Solace barrier. There it is.
Where we're going now, we're going to pick up an item called Zelmanon's Wrath. A little bottle of lightning.
My friend Grimbone said that wasn't such a good idea to come near that one.
Well, you got me.
Well, zippity-doo-dah, let's go.
Zippity-doo-dah.
Before I show you how to sail a ship, as I learned from an old friend how to, in a way, though he was sailing on a one-sail ship and this has 3, is there any questions you have?
We tried this once.
No, I think he'll answer your questions now. About your sister.
Okay.
You wanted to know who did it. A young man that you have met, initiated into the liberated by
Darn
killing
this
your
little
sister.
kid. Darn this little kid.
His name was Gentry Ferris.
Darn this little kid. Darn this little kid. I've met him before.
Understand that this was during a time in his life where he needed an escape, and Three-Eyed Jacks gave it to him. And though it doesn't make up for what they did, they have since stopped in the mindless killing passed down by the brands of preservation. I can sense in you now that you want vengeance. And if you want it, I will aid it. If not, I will help you get over it and find peace. When all is said and done, I would say that maybe even you will get a chance to see your sister again.
Do you have the ability to bring her back to life? Or do I have to die for this ability?
On our path, as we come and go from one another, if you aid me, we are going to find all of the items of the god children, and I will be myself again.
So, what is Zelmanon's wrath? You said it's like a bottle of lightning?
It's a bit of essence from Zelmanon himself, bit of his blood. Zelmanon is my uncle, and it is my birthright.
And what does it do?
Blows shit up, man.
Would it be your birthright or everyone's birthright that's under the...
Durin might tell you that it's his. I'm going to tell you that it's mine.
Does that mean both of you have the right, or is it just one of you? Or do you both feel you have the right?
I came first. I'm his older brother. I'd say I have the right.
I have wings like you.
You do.
You mentioned something called an Azamar.
That is what you are. Now. You don't remember.
I remember the river. Darkness, then light.
Comes up and puts his hand on your forehead.
Yeah.
And you are taking away to that river, drowning, but then being pulled out by the man that is in front of you. He healed you, and he left.
What did I do?
Pulls his hand away.
You cut my bindings and we walked together.
True.
I met you first, Kalypso. You two after. And he changes form into that of Melvin.
So
The fuck?
you were Melvin the whole time?
I knew Alex very well, your father. And he's very much alive, I guarantee it. And he turns back into the whisper form. And you, I've been around a while, Fear. And he changes into the form of your father. As I said, many forms.
You knew this whole time? What you doing?
What
He
up,
changes
Dad?
back. And he changes back.
No!
Your father was away on many wars, but you don't remember that because you always thought your father was there. No, I am not your father, but I did help raise you. I took the form when I needed to and helped train you, and you become a warrior in my likeness. I'm sorry I wasn't there to save her. A young man shouldn't have been able to do such a thing.
So you're only there like half the time? You're like my half stepdad?
If you want to think of it like that, you can.
What? You said Lily was alive?
The gang of ruffians that did that to you, she's overtaken them and became their leader. They're resourceful, and eventually our paths will converge to Ashenthane, and hopefully not in the path of my brother, and maybe we'll go see her. And your mother.
Mom should be doing better now.
Did my mom know about this?
She only knows what I wanted her to know. As at the time I was in possession of this, and he points at his tongue. Very powerful item. Any other questions? I know this is kind of awkward. It's like I've been around a while and things. I do apologize.
When I spoke to the gray man, he said our father was alive in a sense. What does that mean?
Your family, your brothers and sisters are dead. They were part of a failed experiment. You see, when I lost my items, a specific one fell into the hands of someone, and they wanted to try and unlock its power. And they experimented on your family and others that got this sickness from the mines. Your father is alive, but he is trapped in one of the items, along with thousands of others. Unfortunately, that item is in the hands of my sister, and that's on the very end of my list of retrieving.
Who had control of the box at the time? I mean, at the thing at the time. I don't know which one it is. Sorry.
If you're asking who was doing these experiments, a dark individual. He wasn't always dark. He's just misguided, and his mind makes him wander, and he tries to invent things, and he wanted to try and fix something for one of our kin. Kind of like you in a sense, Rannar. You have an inventive mind. You like gadgets. He thought he could fix it. In doing so, he wrecked many lives of the mortals. Yeah. Your father's stuck in this item. Maribel has this item. And one day we will get it back.
Who is this individual you speak of?
He's of the lineage of the Dawn Keepers. Alex. One of the child of the gods.
Did Maribel originally carry this item?
Centuries ago. If the stories ought to be correct. I was gone as they were going through their escapades in their mortal life. I was in another place, being tampered with, but now I'm here. I'm ready to set things right. In Creator, I hope.
Is this for revenge purposes?
No, for preservation. Why do you think we're a part of the brands of preservation?
Just wonder if you have some kind of, like, bad feeling.
Ulterior motive?
Yeah.
No. Not I.
Insight.
I know you. You're suspicious.
I'm always suspicious.
Go and roll an
My
insight. Go
life,
right
my
ahead.
dad.
That's my half-dad.
Oh, thank you, pink dice. Okay, so insight. A nat 20.
With an unnat 20. Because of everything that you've been told and your training, you were taught by probably this individual not to trust anybody. And you don't trust him yet. You don't know if you can believe a thing that he's saying yet. You don't know. It's hard to read him. He's very charismatic. So, but you
'Cause
kind
I
of
gave up my stupid tongue.
You look through that though. Mm-hmm. Just saying, this is kind of more of like how your character would perceive it. Well, I'm glad that you all have finally met Whisper and finally ready to pass that name out of the way. Seemed kind of corny, didn't it?
It worked.
My birth name is Thane. Thane Stoneheart. But you can call me Exie.
Do I have any history of this name?
Thane Stoneheart?
Yeah.
One of the children of the gods.
There anything else I may possibly know about this person?
You would have to ask him. You don't know much about him at all. Wasn't really talked about in the lore.
Work.
Hmm?
That doesn't work.
Not anymore as you liked it.
You told me to give away the tongue.
I did, because you're not the one to hold on to it.
No, there's almost
Well-
questions.
You can only have one obscenely powerful magical item per campaign.
Yes. You had it for a little bit.
As I said, this is a big ship. And it's time that I showed you how to sail it, as we are alone on this. As a good friend of mine, Tommy Hawkins, used to say, I didn't know how to sail a ship, but I've rowed on one. And that's where we're going to end the session, guys.